Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election held in Nigeria on February 25, 2023, and the result announced on March 1st, 2023. And the result of that election is being challenged in the Presidential Election Petition Court, from where it will eventually end up at the Supreme Court. Finally, it is the Supreme Court that will determine and really rest the case on who actually won the 2023 presidential election held in Nigeria. And one of the people that many Nigerians, most Nigerians, believe won the election is Peter Obi of the Labour Party. He is one of the principal actors challenging the outcome of the election. And if you are following this channel, you remember there was a video I did after the final written address of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the All Progressive Congress to justify their victory in the election. And in that final written address by the lawyers of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, led by Wole Olanipekun, SAN, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, one of the demands they made was that if there is going to be a rerun, if the court in its wisdom decide to order a rerun, that Peter Obi of the Labour Party should not be part of it. And in that report, in my analysis of that particular demand, I say that what they are demanding is not feasible. It can't work. They can't be granted such a demand that Peter Obi should not be part of it. First, they said that Peter Obi should be disqualified because he is not a member of the Labour Party as at the time of the election, which was a lie because that the court has already settled that matter. Then the second one was that Peter Obi should not be part of the Rerun because it is the person that came second in the INEC release results. That's Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress that should contest a rerun. Now, in that video, I showed evidence by bringing the recording of Festus Okoye, the spokesperson of the Independent National Electoral Commission, in a press conference he had with journalists before the election, where he interpreted Section 134, subsection 3, where the law was stipulated on who will participate in a rerun. In that video, I did say, and I cited that Section 134, subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution, which you are free to go and look at it. He said that who is qualified to participate in a rerun? Number one is the person that has majority of the vote in the election. The person who has majority of the votes in the election. That is the number one person that will participate. The person who has the majority of the votes cast in the election. And the second candidate, the Constitution says the person who has majority of the votes in majority of the states. I repeat, the second person who will participate is the person who has majority of the votes in majority of the states. He didn't say who came second. And I did say there in that video that because Peter Obi has majority of the votes in majority of the states, he will be the person that must participate in any rerun, because Peter Obi won 11 states plus FCT. Tinubu won 12 states. Atiku won 12 states. But Tinubu allegedly, through the connivance of INEC, stole two states from Peter Obi, Benue and Rivers State. Now, these two states that was allegedly stolen, Peter Obi has presented sufficient evidence to prove that he is the winners of these two states. And that if these two states are returned to Peter Obi, it will be apparent that he has majority of the states. He won majority of the votes in majority of the states. It means that Peter Obi has won 13 states plus FCT. 13 states plus FCT. So if FCT were to be a state, Peter Obi would have said to have won 14 states, while Tinubu has won only 10 states. And I also brought the fact that the star witness, the professor of mathematics that Peter Obi brought for the election, for the tribunal, showed evidence of downloaded polling unit results from IRIF, which show that 18,088 polling unit results were blurred. Yet INEC used these blurred results to add to Tinubu of the APC. Now, according to the calculation of that mathematician, which was not challenged, there were about 2.5 million votes within that 18,088 ballot result sheets. It means that 2.5 million votes was given to Tinubu in his 8.7 million votes that they said he used in winning the election. Now, if the court agrees with this mathematician and the evidence presented, and you subtract these 2.5 million votes that was illegally, allegedly allocated to Tinubu, Tinubu's numbers will come down to 6.2 million votes. You will discover that Tinubu came a distance third in the election. Therefore, I concluded in that video that Tinubu is not even qualified to be part of any rerun. As I concluded that Tinubu is not even qualified to be part of any rerun because he will not have meeting the threshold. He will not have met the threshold to be able to participate because now he has only 10 states. Now he has 6.2 million votes. When the results that was given to him through blood result that nobody can see what was written inside are subtracted, I said he cannot participate in the election because both the number of states he has won will drop, his number of votes will drop. So he will not participate. I was very clear about it. Now, you can also understand my joy when I read a story in this day newspaper where the Obi-Datti Campaign Organization was being interviewed by this day, and the spokesperson of Obi-Datti Presidential Campaign Council and the at the Labour Party said that Labour Party has done their homework because they were asked. They asked the spokesperson of Labour Party, Onifade, Diran Onifade, what is his position? What is the Labour Party's position or the campaign's position on Tinubu demanding that Peter Obi and Labour Party should not be part of any Rerun, if there will be any? And he said that they, the Labour Party and Peter Obi, that they have done their calculation very well, that Tinubu will not be on ballots in any rerun. That Labour Party has done their calculation, and what their own perception, what they are thinking, was in line with what exactly I told you people here in this channel, that Tinubu will not be part of the rerun. Okay, so he said that Onifade said that with the damning evidence they have before the Presidential Election Petition Court in Abuja against Tinubu, that he will not participate in a rerun election should the election be annulled. It was Diran Onifade who said this, insisting that the reason why this will be so is because Tinubu is going to lose Rivers State and Benue State, which was exactly in line with what I told you people here, that he is going to lose those states, and that from my calculation, he will not even be part of the any rerun. That is if they allow any rerun and Tinubu is still in the race. Because I obviously know that from the evidence that are bound, Tinubu will be is likely to be totally disqualified because of not meeting 25% threshold requirement of vote in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, in line with Section 134, subsection 2B of the 1999 Constitution, which stipulates that for anyone to be declared the winner of a presidential election where two or more candidates participated, that for anyone to be declared the winner of the election, the person must have majority of the votes cast in the election. Then the person must get 25% in 2/3 of the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. And the Supreme Court has in previous rulings declared that that "and" is conjunctive, it is compulsory. Now, Tinubu did not get 25% in Abuja. That invalidates his election if the Supreme Court or the Presidential Election Petition Court goes by what the Supreme Court has stated in previous ruling about the status of that "and" in that section of the Constitution. So in that case, if that one is done, if his election is annulled based on that, perhaps Tinubu would have qualified to be in the election. But he cannot be able to qualify to be in the election because after this tribunal, if the tribunal agree with Peter Obi, which they ought to, that Peter Obi won Benue and Rivers State, the result that even independent verifiers like Premium Times and the BBC have confirmed, then there's no ground for Tinubu to participate in the election because his numbers will have grown so significantly that he will be in a third position that had no chance at all to be in the race again. Okay? Then another thing is that Tinubu is also having a very damning allegation of certificate forgery. Now, if the court uphold that certificate forgery, then nothing will make him to participate, because he would have invalidated any vote given to APC, and the APC would have been deemed not to have participated in the election. What will happen to APC will be exactly what happened in the Bayelsa State governorship election in 2020, when the results of the APC governorship candidate was annulled because the deputy governorship candidate had forged the results. It will invalidate APC. So Tinubu will be out of it too, based on that. Now, one of the revelations that Onifade made in that interview with This Day is that already the Tinubu and his camp, from what he said in that interview, are in panic mood. It is dawning on them that they are going to lose Rivers and Benue State. Okay? They are going to lose, it's dawning on them that they are going to lose Rivers and Benue State. And let me just give you an excerpt of what Onifade said about this. He was talking about when they asked him about the fact that Peter became third. So how is he going to maneuver his way and be part of a Rerun? Look at what Onifade said. He said, we talk about the figure we put together from Rivers and Benue State. They didn't even address those at all. When you remove what they stole in Rivers and Benue State, and you add to Peter Obi's their own figures, and he said that, and you add to Peter Obi's. Let me take it again. When we talked about the figure we put together from Rivers State and Benue State. They didn't even address those at all. When you remove what they stole in Rivers and Benue States and you add to Peter Obi's, their own figures would have gone down and Peter Obi won't be in the third position again. Now, this is the spokesperson of Labour Party, which was in line with what I told you on this channel, that when the proper figures are tabulated, Peter Obi will not be in a third position at all. And it will be proven that he has majority of the states, that he won majority of the states. He won majority of the votes in majority of the states, in line with section 134, subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution, in terms of who is to participate in any Rerun election, in a presidential election. Now, Onifade was also asked if the figures in Rivers and Benue State would be enough to displace either Tinubu or Atiku. He said the issue was still sub judice, adding, however, that for the APC and Tinubu to come from behind to challenge the result in Kano in the last minute, while on the other hand appealing to exclude Peter Obi from a possible Rerun, left a lot to be desired. Now, what he revealed here is this. The APC is now in panic that they are likely to lose Rivers and Benue. So they have now gone to demand for a challenge of the result in Kano State, so that they can use Kano results to make up for what they are going to lose in Benue and Rivers State that will be returned to Peter Obi, very likely. So that is what they are playing out right now. But even that may not save them to participate in any Rerun, because there's also hanging on their neck the issue of forged result. If those falsification of school results and falsification of INEC of NYSC participation or exemption result are confirmed that they are forged, that's enough to disqualify them. Whether to participate, they won't be there in any rerun. What is obvious from the revelation by Onifade is that the removal of Rivers State and Benue State from APC and Tinubu is so damaging that they are in a panic mode because their chances of remaining at the presidency are threatened by the fact that Peter Obi is likely to reclaim Benue and Rivers State. All of a sudden, they are now trying to see where they are going to get votes to make up for the likely loss of Benue and Rivers State. They are now looking for votes in Kano, challenging the result of Kano at the last minute, which they never did. In fact, this Onifade interview with this day actually revealed a lot, because not many Nigerians are aware of this, that at the last minute, Tinubu and the APC are challenging the presidential election result in Kano. Apparently, as Onifade said, to see how they can make up for the loss they are going to suffer in Rivers and Benue State. Even at that, I don't even see how they are going to survive the other prayers under which the election of Tinubu is being challenged in the courts. So, but what is obvious, like this man asks, Onifade asks in the interview, he said, if they are not in panic, why are they asking of Kano now? Why are they trying to question or challenge the outcome of the result in Kano? In Kano, that was won by the NNPP presidential candidate, because they are in panicky mood. But recovering, getting votes to replace what they have lost or what they are likely to lose in Benue and Rivers is the list, should be the list of their problem. Because as I said, the forgery allegation is still there. The 25% in Abuja is still there. As far as I can see, Peter Obi has encircled Tinubu's presidency in order to ensure that they don't survive his prayers in the courts. That's my own taking for it. Let me also quote Onifade's one of his response to this day on this matter of APC being in panic over the likely loss of Rivers and Benue. He said, if not that they are in panic, how come that a state like Kano, that we are not even contesting with them, was brought to the tribunal to challenge the votes, saying that that votes were stolen from them? So Tinubu and the APC are now claiming that vote was stolen from them in Kano. So they are praying to recover those votes. Of course, we know that very soon we are going to hear details about this. If not at the final judgment by the Presidential Election Petition Court, we are going to hear it at the Supreme Court. How vote was stolen from them. We're not going to know who stole the vote and how it was stolen from them to make up for the votes they are likely to lose in Kano, in Benue and Rivers State. So all said, the Labour Party spokesperson has confirmed what this channel had been saying since after the final written address of Tinubu through his lawyers led by Owala Olanipeku stated that P2B should not be part of the Rerun and that P2B came third and all that. And I showed clearly, using facts and figures, that there is no way Tinubu will be part of the Rerun. I'm happy that the Labour Party legal people have also keyed into my thinking about it, that Tinubu cannot be part of any Rerun. That it's not likely to be part of any Rerun because of Section 134, subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution, which stipulates on who can participate in a Rerun. And if all things being equal, and things goes according to how it should be in terms of P2B getting his Benue and Rivers back, and the courts agreeing that it was unfair, unjust, that ballot papers, blood results sheets, 18,088, nothing was written on it, nobody can read it. They use that result to announce somebody as being winning the election. And if the court, in their wisdom, agrees that it is unfair and unjust to allocate 2.5 million votes from a blood result sheet that you don't know what is written on it, but for which a professor of mathematics, and a data analyst has confirmed that within that those blood results were 2.5 million votes that was allegedly illegally allocated to Tinubu. When you take out all these votes from Tinubu, I don't see how he can participate in a rerun. I don't see how he can survive his presidency. That is my thinking. But I'm validated by the fact that the lawyers of Peter Obi and the Labour Party, they're also looking into that direction to see that there is no way Tinubu can survive or participate in any rerun. He will not be qualified. Labour Party is right. Tinubu cannot be part of any rerun. If the court, in its wisdom, does justice, as we have itemized here, taking into consideration that P2B had more states, won more states, taking into consideration that 2.5 million votes was allegedly legally allocated to Tinubu through blood results that nobody can read. If all these things are taken away, there is no way Tinubu can be part of a rerun. There is no way Tinubu's presidency can stand unless the court disregarded all this. That is the fact. And then even his rerun, as I said, his participating in rerun means that he was able to survive the forgery allegation. That is and he was able to survive the forfeiture allegation. Don't forget, he's also facing the problem of forfeiture allegation, that he forfeited $460,000 to the United States government. That alone is enough to nullify and disqualify him. Because if you go and read the section 137 of the 1999 Constitution, which itemized the conditionalities for a person to be disqualified to participate or seek for the office of the president, it is written there, anybody who has been convicted of an offense of dishonesty and forfeiture had already been interpreted by the Supreme Court in 2014, Sani Abacha, Mohammed Abacha was on the federal government, that forfeiture is evidence of commission of crime. That is enough to also nullify his election going forward. But the fact of the matter is this: Labour Party is right. APC and Tinubu should be in panic mode because of the evidence against them, which is overwhelming. Only God knows how they will extricate themselves from it and his presidency survive it. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.